Hey people, it's Kelly of Print Slay, and I am here to share some really good tips today. I am going to be participating in a planner collaboration that was put together by Tamra, the paper and pen girl, and she's over on her channel, will be linked below. She reached out to me and had the awesome idea to gather 25 different channels on YouTube that cater to the planner community and everything that they would have to offer as far as tips for newbies, which I feel could also be tips for those of us who've been in the planner community for quite some time as well. So the topic I chose to explain today would be printables. My shop, Print Slay, is a printable shop, and by printables, I mean that my shop is totally digital. So that means that anything you purchase from my shop is an instant download and you immediately have your items, you print them, you use them as many times as you would like for personal use only. And I want to show you today why that is awesome. So I have my little list here. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't organize everything because I wanted to make sure I had everything down for you all. So the first thing I want to talk about are the perks. So in printables, there are many perks. The first perk to me is that you get to pick certain things. So of course you get to pick your items that you print, that you purchase and then print, but you get to pick your paper. So for printables in my shop, they are faith-based, and a lot of people use them in their journaling Bibles. But they can be used in your planners as well, in your regular journals, your agendas, anything that you could put a sticker on. You can pretty much use my items on. But this is the papers that these are the papers that are that I usually use. So I don't know if you can even see the difference between the two, between the three, but this is a regular sheet of paper. You can tell because you see how floppy it is. So this is a white piece of copy paper. The next sheet is cardstock. So you can see how that is not floppy. You can see how thick that is. So cardstock, I get this. Of course, this copy paper, you can get it from Staples or anything like that. Cardstock, I actually get this cardstock from Michael's because I like to use their coupons. I believe it's like $2.50 or $2.99 or something really cost effective. And I get plenty. I'm still on my first bundle, as a matter of fact. So I like that. I have shied away from it a little bit lately because I like that this paper is thinner. So when I print for pages that go into my Bible, I actually like that that texture of the thinness of the regular copy paper. When I'm doing a tip-in or a dashboard or anything like that, where I need thicker paper, like in my faith planner, then that's when I want to use my cardstock. Then, of course, my favorite, which a lot of people in the planner community have not really dived into, is clear sticker paper. Us Bible journalers use clear sticker paper all the time. It's how we are able to see the words in our Bible when we stick our stickers in on its pages. But in the planner community, a lot of people aren't knowledgeable of printing on clear sticker paper. Now there's vellum as well. I didn't get out a sheet of vellum. And vellum is a frosted type of paper. It prints very well. A lot of people use it in like wedding invitations, if you can think of the frosted paper that way, but it is not clear like this paper. This paper is a little bit more expensive than the rest of them. I believe this is $16.99 for 25 sheets. So I use Avery. I have an inkjet printer, and that's Avery 18665 is the type of paper that this is. So those are the three different types of papers. That's one thing that you can pick. The next thing you get to pick is your adhesive. So we got some Tombow adhesive, we got removable, and we got permanent. I like to use removable. I mess up all the time. I love that I can stick this down and peel it back up. So when I'm printing on cardstock or regular copy paper, I love to use this. Or my faithful, my faithfuls are these regular little glue sticks. So I can peel and stick, peel and stick, peel and stick as much as I want. So I really like that. So I would say, honestly, the number one perk to me is how cost effective printables are. Once you buy it, it's yours forever. So just to think about how much you spend when you purchase a sticker that's already printed. If you really love it, you're going to be purchasing it again and again and again. Where once you purchase a printable, of course, it's always yours. And then I'm going to be tackling the fear of printing, because a lot of people have that fear of printing with printables, because I have a secret. I actually don't pay for any of my ink. I'm going to share that later on in the video. So the cost of ink, the cost of a printer, all of that is what I'm going to cover next. As a matter of fact, let's go into that right now. So this is the information I printed on my printer. Well, I printed it on my printer, but about my printer. So I purchased my printer, which is the HP Envy 4520. It's a wireless all-in-one photo printer. So I bought it last year for $49.99, so under $50, and I bought it during Black Friday. That printer is now $99.89 on Amazon. This is Amazon, and I printed this today. However, below there are upgraded models for way less, for $69.99. Why an older model costs more, I do not know. But the reason why I'm showing you the HP is because the HP printers come with the Instant Ink program. And HP printers are not a lot of money, like the one I was going to show you, the one that's $69.99. I paid more for my Canon Selfie. My Canon Selfie, which prints 4x6s only, was like $130. So my printer, my all-in-one printer, was like a third of the cost of my Selfie. So I think that's pretty awesome. So you can get a really good HP printer for under $100. Then there's ink. A lot of people shy away from printers because they don't want to deal with the ink. I am on the free plan. The free plan is 15 pages per month. So you get 15 pages of free printing per month. So the way it works is that you go on HP Instant Ink and they you sign up on their website. So you basically say what kind of printer you have that's an HP printer, and then you sign up for which plan you would like. They ship you your inks to you. It's easy. There's no extra fees, no annual fees. There's no postage fees or anything like that. So the free plan allows you to pay, do 15 pages a month for free, and then each additional set of 10 pages is $1. So once I print 16 pages, I have to pay $1 for pages 16 through 25. Yeah, so 10 extra pages from 15. So anything after 15 until I get to 25 is $1 extra. However, there are other plans in which you can do 50 pages a month for $2.99. Really? So we all need to be about in this range. I don't know anyone that's printing 100 pages a month of their printables, or even 300 pages a month of their printables. But even at 300 pages a month, it's under $10. I think that's pretty awesome. Considering that other people go to Staples to get it printed, or you pay way more when you're, actually getting, your stickers printed for you. Because, I mean, they come in like, what, a 4x6, and you got, this amount. That's not a lot of print coverage, basically, and not a lot of stickers for that price. So for free, all you gotta do is buy the paper and of course your printer. The average person has a printer, or like I said, you can get a printer for, under $100. And this has been an awesome plan for me. So this has been what I have been doing. So I wanted to show you also that the way that I guess things look on the paper. Actually, this one right here. So this is what items look like once they're printed. So this girl is printed on regular copy paper. So that's on regular copy paper. And then this is the clear sticker paper. So you can kind of see the lines of the clear sticker paper through it. But once you, this is what the clear sticker paper looks like. And then of course this is cardstock, way thicker. And you know, once you cut it, you have a thicker image. So those are the differences once something is actually printed on it. I also wanted to show how you can save by printing half sheets. So this is a full sheet. This is a full sheet of one of my printables. So you can have it as large as you want. This is the largest that it will come. I make them quite large because you can always reduce and keep the quality of the image. If you enlarge this, it's going to lose the quality of the cut lines and things like that. The print lines, I'm sorry. So what I have done here is showed you that you can print 2 on a page. So this is one page for my printables, and this is the second page of the printables. So printing them 2 on a page really reduces also a lot of space and a lot of printing if you were concerned with that. So that's another perk of printables, is that you can print in an array of different sizes. So this doll comes in this size, and then I have her this size. Then you can make her, it depends, because everybody has a different size Bible, a different size planner. So you can print them not only multiple times, but in multiple sizes. The next thing I wanted to do was talk about storage. So a lot of people have the storage books for a lot of sticker storage for all of the stickers that they own. Well, with printables, they're digital, so they're on your actual hard drive. So I have a hard drive here that I use, and it's a 4 terabyte. So that means what is it, 1,000 gigabytes in a terabyte? I guess that can translate into saying I have a couple tens of thousands of pictures can be put on here. And this was, how much was this? This was $93.09 on Amazon. Of course, they have some with less terabytes on it. You can get 1 terabyte. You can get them in gigabytes if that's what you want. Or you can just save it to your computer. I just like to save it to my external hard drive because I feel like putting stuff on my computer sometimes slows it down. I've never tested that theory. It's just something in my head that just tells me my computer is getting slow because I got a lot of stuff on it. So that's what I was showing you about storage. The next thing I wanted to show you was, well, I can't show it. I actually just wanted to share it. That's what I want to do, share it. Are freebies. Printable shops have a ton of freebies because we don't have the overhead cost of having to actually ship you anything. So it's, I don't want to say it's nothing for us to do, but it's not an overhead cost for a printable shop like myself, Print, Pray, Slay, to give out freebies because it's an instant download. And that download is something, again, that you get to have for eternity until you erase it yourself. Going into keeping something, once you purchase from my shop on Etsy, your files stay on Etsy until you delete your own account. So if you do happen to not have the space on your computer or not have the space on a terabyte, on an external hard drive, you can keep it on Etsy. Well, it will be on Etsy forever, and they email it to you in your email. So that's saying like you can get it from wherever, email is everywhere. And so is your Etsy account. And then other printable shops, I'm sure, when you purchase them, they're on either Shopify or WordPress or something like that. They too have storage if you create an account. So it's just really, really, really convenient that you can, access your printables from anywhere. They're always going to be housed and things like that. Now, the next thing I want to show, and I believe this is the last thing, is fussy cutting. That's something that a lot of people shy away from as well. So we talked about how people are confused about what paper to get. Then people are questionable on the printer. Then there is the concern with the actual ink. I have solved all of those problems for you. All of those issues I have touched on in a way to help you become more comfortable with diving into printables. The next thing would be fussy cutting. So for me, fussy cutting is, I love it. It's something that I look forward to doing because it's therapeutic to me. So I like that I have this sheet and I'll go through it and sit and listen to music or watch YouTube and cut out, all of my printables. I like to cut out all my printables at once. Some people think that it's a big feat to take on to cut up printables. But for those who print on clear sticker paper, I can tell you that is the most easiest one to cut out. Because everything around it, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. So hold on, let me show you. So I have these scissors. These are precision scissors because they have a very, very sharp tip. Then I have my big boys. My big boys will be something that I would use to just cut things out that are larger. So I will cut them out, not necessarily anything that's like really cute kind of way, but just to get it detached from the main items. Now, because this is clear sticker paper, I can very well, if I wanted to put this in my planner, stick it in there like this, because all the surrounding this right here is clear. It looks frost right now, but once I stick it down, it's clear. However, me being me, I like to still fussy cut my clear sticker paper because, again, it's what I like to do. So if I was fussy cutting this, let me see, I'm going to bring it a little closer and see if I can get it. I would stay around the edges of the item that I'm fussy cutting. And again, it doesn't have to be really, really, really neat or anything like that, again, because it's clear sticker paper. Let me see if I can get a dark paper. Yeah. So that you can see, this is actually the clear sticker paper that I buy. So you can see how close I get to the edge. So I get quite close to the edge, but it's not anything that I need to be like, oh my goodness. I need to make it, extra, 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 like inside of the actual ink of the printed image. You don't have to do that. You kind of want to make it like how you cut when you cut, like how when you see other actual stickers cut. They don't cut the actual, image out. They leave some white space around it. But again, with clear sticker paper, you don't have to do that at all. You could have left it the way that I originally had it, and it would have been quite fine. Again, because the surrounding areas that you might feel like you need to clean up, I guess, won't even be seen once you, stick it down. So let me use this side of me. Oh, look at those sweet birds. So that's how I would do with clear sticker paper. When we get into the regular printed paper, if I'm fussy cutting regular printed paper, I'm a little bit more cautious because this paper is really, really thin. So I tend to get close, but still not too close. Let me see if I can show you on camera. And no, this is not me just making it easy. It is really this easy just to cut this out. And then if you're not sure about something, then you take a step back or cut bigger. Because it's easier to chip away after the fact than for you to cut too much and then be like, oh no. So you see her hair? I'm not really trying to get like into all the different curls of her hair. It's not necessary. If you look back on any stickers that you purchased, they didn't do that either. So it's no need for you to be intimidated, feeling like you got to get all of that cut out. Now, this is where precision stickers come in. Precision stickers allow me to get into these nooks because the scissors are really, really sharp and really, really small. I cannot do this with my big scissors. It would be, you know what? I'm not going to say I can't do it. I'm just going to say that it's way easier to do it with these scissors than my bigger ones. They're heavier, one, and they cover too much. Like, I'm not taking big old snips. Like, I'm not cutting like this. I'm cutting like just a little bit. Okay, and this is good that I did this. So you see how there's a blunt, sharp edge right there? There's a blunt, sharp edge right here. What I like to do when I get around something like that is round it. When you round it, you make it a little bit like less jagged when you round it. Round the ends. And then she's finished. Look at her. Neat. And of course, for cardstock, depending on what it is. So for me, I don't want edges on my hexies. I like to cut like a little bit into what's going on with them. And I believe because there's not any curves with it, I can do this with my regular scissors because it's straight cut lines. So there are no curves in it, so I can just cut this with my big boy scissors, and I'll be fine. I did that to get it out the way. And there. So I feel fine. But I do see some white that I don't want, so I'll go over it again. Staying close to it, to where I was originally. And I'm good. Now, again, the beauty of it is, if you happen to mess up, it's a printable. Print it again. You'll have twice as much as what you need. So I would say that would be the differences in cutting on clear sticker paper, regular copy paper, and cardstock. Again, this is my preference. Then I would say this one. And at the moment, this is my least. I would do vellum the same way as regular copy paper. It's fairly thin. But you can get away with having whatever kind of edges you want because it is quite translucent. So as a type of paper. So yeah, that would be the perks that I have for using printables. I think that it's a wonderful option to have. I think that you definitely stick to what your preference is. If you prefer getting stickers in the mail and Happy Mail and things like that, that is exactly how I feel when I get that email that tells me instant download 5 seconds after I click purchase. Like, I love that immediately after I purchase them, I can print my stickers. I don't have to wait and for anything to come in the mail or anything like that. But I understand and appreciate that each of them are totally different. I still purchase real physical stickers. My preference is just printables. And it's for those reasons that I mentioned. You get to pick the paper or the adhesive, the size. You can print it multiple times. It's an instant download. You keep them forever. It's yours. So the only thing you can't do with them is share them. I mean, I'm assuming it's the same thing for physical stickers. I don't think that you should be reselling your physical stickers either. Or, I mean, I guess you could. I don't know what the laws are against that. But printables are usually personal use only. At least mine are, unless you pay for copyright and things like that. And if you have any questions about the Instant Ink program or anything like that, feel free to ask me any questions. This is what I love. I'm content in what I'm using. Just to briefly explain that printables also have washi tape. And to get that washi tape effect of the ripping, you would jag the let me see. You would use this one. You would do kind of a zigzag type of cut in it. to resemble ripping. If you wanted the rip look, the average person wants the, you know, clean lines. So you just cut it regularly. So everything that is possible to have been used in an actual physical printed sticker, you can get in a printable as an option. Just wanted to open everybody's eyes to the perks of printables. So it's kind of like printables 101. A lot of perks to printables. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. I hope I answered any. I know I definitely touched on the major things that I've heard people say were their concerns with printables, but I hope that I opened their eyes, I opened you guys' eyes to a new world if printables weren't your thing. Leave a comment in the description if you have any questions. You can let me know what your preference is and why. You can ask me any questions that you may have. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And the next lady that is due for these printable not printable, I'm sorry, for these planner tips is who's next? Lisa. Oh, I love Lisa. Lisa's next, and her channel is planning and praying. So I will link her video next. I'm excited to see what her topic is. um, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye bye.